to show you guys some more awesome results. So I'm going to share with you a conversation that I had with a customer. Oh, so look at this. Only thing left is portfolio recovery collection on Experian and TransUnion IC systems, and that's it. Boom. The score right now. So guys, look at this. 707, 807, 7 and 12. Okay. Now look at Omu Logu and yeah. Yeah. So we have there, we have tomorrow. Oh. William Miller, look, he says this. 2 weeks once I paid extra 500 on the front end, was going to send an extra 3,000 after scores are up. Okay. Like the results that we get with our clients, and there's so many more. I know I work on difficult things, right? If you're looking for someone that can work on a difficult file, a file that you have either given up on. Now, if you've given up on, first of all, you have to understand like what you're paying for. If you're going to hire Lexington Law, creditsaint.com, and I have wrote blogs about them. I wrote articles that are pretty factual. Like we try to stick to the facts. With the facts, you win in life, right? If you don't have facts, you don't have anything, right? The things that we talk about are not opinion based. When it comes to my business, it's all factual. I show you like the conversations we have. That's not photoshopped. That's from my Ring Central account, however, my business. Okay, so like I said, I don't know who's doing that with you. Some people might send a screenshot of, you don't know what it is. You know, this, in my opinion, if you cannot have a video where you record the computer and the screen, that way you know it's not fake, right? Look, we can click on this. This is open. See? We can go here and here and here, and it moves. So that's real. These are real clients. These are our reality. The challenges you face are just starting. You either have 1,500 for me, or 3,000, or more. Like I said, some clients, they skip the line because they pay more, and I can. And they don't really skip the line, it's just I spend more time on them. So I have a work hour. Let me share with you how I work. I work 6 to 8 hours a day. Okay, I could work 18 hours a day. I work 6 to 8 hours a day. That's left with, if it works 18 hours, 8, 9, 10, that's 10 extra hours to work. I would work an extra 10 more hours if I'm paid to do so. And so if I'm gonna work an 18-hour day, which actually, I'm not so busy these days, right? I have that extra time, but you have to pay for that time, right? I have an 8-hour work day, 6 to 8 hour work day. 6 hours when my personal life, gets involved, or I have to do something, or I have to travel. Then I work 6 hours a day, or whatever. If I'm at the gym, right? You see the stuff in the back, right? So cycling, boxing, and pianos. So I'm doing different things here, right? I have life outside of this business, right? And I try to keep that in harmony. I don't know about balance, but at least all functions, all facets of my life are moving forward. My health, wealth, my relationships, my family, and all that stuff. All right. So, but I'm willing to sacrifice the other parts of my life in order to help, a friend out there. If you want to pay me like 20,000 or 10,000 or 5,000, whatever it is that you need. And for some people, this is worth it. Like if you can legit get someone to get this stuff off. And where there's a will, there's a way. That's what I found out. When I focus on a file, I get things removed. These people that you saw here, William, I'm looking at the screen here, William Omulolu, and with Omulolu, he's kind of stressed out because he's trying to get some simple things off, and the last inquiries are just being tough. And so I'm working something out with him, and that's just to share with you. You saw the conversation, right? It's not a pretty situation with him. It's not an ugly situation, but him is like these last inquiries are being really tough. But with those inquiries, we have to be very delicate. We can't just dispute them like some Joe Schmo pony. Some clients tell me nightmares where a credit repair company would dispute the inquiries and then the positive account would fall off. That's terrible. Like, if that's the only way you know how to dispute an inquiry. I know how to dispute an inquiry off the top of my head 7 different times. And 5 out of those 7 different times would not compromise the actual open account if it's current and ongoing, right? So for those of you that want to get inquiries off from existing open accounts, there is a way without compromising that open account. It's a skill. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that we do here is really technical and delicate. What you want to get, we can probably do, unless you're just out there, defrauding creditors and abusing, the system and stuff like that. I would know if you have your credit report. That's why when you call our number and we ask for your credit report, because we don't want to hear what you have to say, because it doesn't mean anything. The best way I could help you is to look at your credit report, because no bank, creditor, they're not going to listen to your story. They're just going to look at the credit report. The credit report is the story. And if you have credit monitoring like MyScore IQ, Identity IQ, Credit Karma, even Experian, I could look back at your archived credit reports and get a better idea for you. This technology that we have is designed to look at your credit reports and analyze them to understand your history, what accounts you have, and how the best to remove the negative accounts and where other accounts are being misreported. It's not just removing negative items. There are things on a credit report that are actually, keeping your score down that have nothing to do with the collection, bankruptcy, or charge off, right? Again, if you don't know this stuff, this is like advanced credit repair stuff, and this is why people pay me thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, right? So, like I said, I just wanted to share with you these reviews, but you're not going to be successful with any credit repair company you hire if you give up. You have to keep on being persistent. If you hire Lexington Law, CreditRepair.com, Credit Saint, they're a monthly credit repair program. You get what you pay for. Their price is so cheap that you feel comfortable paying it, but you're not signing up because you really believe in it. You're like, oh, well, they have a credible brand and they can market themselves well, and it's I guess, quote unquote, affordable in a sense. I mean, is it affordable to you to give your money to a company and not get any results? Right? That's up to you. You're wasting your time and your money. You should be valuing your time, because here's the thing. If you had all the money that you wanted in your life and all the credit that you wanted in your life today, where would that take your life in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? A lot of us have to wait years to get our shit together. And we have to wait all that time. It's like being in jail. It's like being in prison. You're just waiting. Days are passing by, right? So the key is speed. Speed is so important, because the quicker you get things done, the quicker you can move on to the things that you really want to achieve, right? Life is a very long process, and it's a skill set and an art in itself to compress the time you need to get the things that you want in life. So it's important to be efficient. It's important to hire a professional. Yes, the government website will say you can do it yourself. You can learn this stuff. Yeah, anyone can read information online, but do you really want to spend the time to learn this stuff, or do you actually want to get it done? You have to make that decision for yourself. What price are you willing to pay to get it done? On this channel, you see nothing but transparency. We're not hiding anything. We're showing you conversations we have with our customers so you can get an idea of how this works. So some of you, actually a lot of you guys call and you ask these questions. Well, watch the videos, look at the content, read the website. There's verbiage and written information on the website that we ourselves leave on the website deliberately and keep on and update it where it needs to be updated. But for the most part, the concrete things such as our refund policy, our mission statement, the results that we get, and our programs that we have, unless they're updated and modified to be better, we keep them on the website so we can hold ourselves accountable. That way you can look at the website again and know that, hey, this is the Word of God. This is how it is. right? Any company that you work with has to make statements and stand by them. And the channel is where I like to show as much case studies as possible. Again, I can't show you all the case studies because most of my customers don't even want to know, don't want other people to know that they have bad credit, don't even know, want to know their, they don't even want their relatives or friends to know they have bad credit. Some people are like that. I understand. It's no problem. It's their credit. But fortunately, these people, they don't mind it, and we're not showing anything, too private. So I use this content to help you to make that decision. Whether you hire me or not, at least I can share with you some things about my existing clients. That way it is possible, there is a way, but you got to hire a professional, right? You got to hire a professional if you want the results. You have to pay the premium. If you're not open to paying money for credit repair or paying $1,500 or $3,000, then join the Fast Track Elite program. If money is a thing for you, if you just if $1,500 or $3,000 is just out of the question for you, you can't point the finger at us and say that we're ripping people off, or that it's just that you're broke. So if you're broke and don't have a lot of money saved up or that ready, that's fine. You can join the other program. You have to understand your limitations and your opportunities. You can't just sit here and be negative, because at the end of the day, you need to get this done. If you hire us, we will take responsibility for your credit. It's our job. You will have that peace of mind. It will most likely turn out in a positive and productive and effective relationship with us if you remain positive and consistent with us. And it shouldn't take too long. It shouldn't even take that long. It could take a week or two to just get everything off. But I can't guarantee that because I don't know your credit. But one thing is, we will definitely do our best. You will have the best person to work on it. And so hiring the best is the best shot that you have, right? So number one is your peace of mind, right? At least you know that you did your best. You have to try. You can't give up, right? And if someone is presenting themselves on a channel on the internet and making claims and backing them up with evidence, and there's no real reason why that it won't work, then it's in your best interest to give it a shot. And if you have to save up 6 months to hire me, but you have $299, it wouldn't make sense not to just start with the Fast Track Elite, because if you calculate it, $299 to enrollment and then $99 a month. Every month it's $100. 6 months pass by, that's already $600 plus $300. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's already $1,000. But what we could have accomplished for you in that 6 months could be better than you hire me personally and waiting another 2 months to get those results, if you just run those calculations. So you have to think strategically and mathematically, well, maybe it's going to take you a few months to hire me personally. Well, that shouldn't stop you, right? You can get awesome results with Fast Track Elite. I've showed videos of the Fast Track Elite program where people get results in legit 2 to 3 weeks. There are videos, if you look on the YouTube. Everything that I say, I can back up. I have to be able to at least have some evidence, more than enough evidence, to show you that this is the truth. We're not like these other YouTube channels where they have, oh, this is my client, you got this deleted. And it's like, dude, how do we know that's true? We take your word for it, right? You have to have consistent results. So again, you make the decision as far as what you want to do. I'm going to leave some links in the descriptions below. Do some research, take your time. No one's here to pressure you, and make the best decision.